Are you tired of being weighed down? Have you fallen asleep on your health? This is your wake up call with my dad, Keith, my husband, Kyle, and me, Ashley.
Good morning, everyone. It is day 45, and this is your wake-up call. It's time to get up and get out. It's time to do something and to get engaged, and we thank you guys for being with us this morning. We got the normal crew here, so we'll recap kind of yesterday how it went, and then we'll jump into it's Wednesday, so it's What's That Wednesday. So we'll jump into that here in just a minute, but let's just talk about yesterday and how it went. And I'll kick it off. Yesterday for me, Monday night. I don't know if you could tell on yesterday morning's podcast, but I was a little out of it yesterday morning. I didn't sleep much the night before, so I was very groggy. And I ended up, kind of hit the caffeine hard yesterday morning to kind of get myself alert and awake and on my way to work. I was pretty much, my supervisor's been out this week on vacation, and one of my coworkers was out yesterday. So we were short staffed yesterday, so I ran around like a chicken with my head cut off most of the day. Stayed busy all the day. Then I had a meeting last night, so my food went pretty well though. Trying to stick as much as we can. For those of you who haven't heard us before, we are whole food plant based, so trying to stick as much as we can to those whole foods and no meat, no dairy. I accomplished that yesterday. No meat, no dairy, and try to drink a lot of water. I have let my water consumption kind of slack off. You really have to kind of be actively thinking about it and kind of pushing yourself to get more and more in. So I didn't get home till late last night, so got in late, and Ashley fixed an awesome supper, and I'll let her talk about that a little bit. But Ashley fixed an awesome dinner, and so we shared that, and then it was time for bed. So that was my day yesterday. What about you guys?
Well, I had a good day. As far as my food consumption, I think I cut my calories a little bit, so that'll help me out tomorrow. Got another weigh-in coming up, so did pretty good there. Got out and mowed the yard yesterday morning. Found out that I'm not really ready to do that, but I had to stop a couple of times. But I got it done. It was a little warm, but I'm still trying to build my strength back up. But like I say, we got it
Little by
done.
little.
Yep.
Well, don't push yourself too hard, but and overexert yourself. But
Yeah.
that's good.
Got to do a little bit more every day.
Yeah. Good deal.
Well, I got up and walked yesterday around the neighborhood. I widened my neighborhood loop to where it's over a mile now for one loop. So I walked that 3 times, and it was 3.5 miles. And the whole time it looked like it was going to rain, and I wasn't really bothered by it because I just kept thinking, well, if I can ride a bicycle down a mountain in the rain, I can walk down the sidewalk. So I really wasn't bothered at all. So, and it was nice that it was really cloudy and it was breezy. I don't think I could have gone as long if it were hot outside yesterday morning. So, anyway, I made it home before it started raining, but like I said, I didn't really care anyway. And I didn't do a whole lot yesterday. I was just very tired, and I got a few things ready for school today. Today's our last day of school before summer, so yeah, but it was a good day. So now that we have our recap of yesterday, we're going to move right on into What's That Wednesday. And I thought we would talk today about vitamin B12 because um, when you think about going plant based or going vegan, as a lot of people say, you hear lots of questions and lots of worries that you aren't getting enough of certain vitamins. And vitamin B12 is one of them. Vitamin B12 it occurs like in bacteria basically. So if you're eating animal products, a lot of the times you get enough vitamin B12 just because of the B12 that is that is in them already. And they get their vitamin B12, animals do, from eating other animals or eating bacteria covered things like from the ground or the dirt or whatever. And as I was reading, kind of preparing for this episode, what I found out was that it's not just plant-based people who are at risk of being deficient in this vitamin. It's actually happening in meat eaters as well, because we have become such a hygienic society where we wash everything and make sure that everything is super clean, that a lot of people aren't getting vitamin B12 anyway. And the job of vitamin B12 in your body, one of the major jobs it has is it helps to produce red blood cells, and it also helps your nervous system to function. So if you can become deficient, then you can become anemic, you can have nervous system problems, and so especially as a plant eater, you have to be sure that you're getting your B12 from somewhere. And like I said, it does not occur naturally in vegetables unless it might have some sort of bacteria on it. But like I said, we're so careful to wash everything that a lot of the time we don't get that bacteria. But it can be. There are certain like fortified foods out there, which we haven't been eating because we've been staying away from processed things, but like cereals are fortified with it. There are plant milks that are fortified with vitamin B12. And one thing that experts recommend is just taking a supplement, taking a vitamin B12 once every couple of days or once a day. So I will be the first to say I'm not perfect at this. We have a bottle of it in our medicine cabinet, and I take it 2 or 3 times a week if I remember. So that's something I need to.
We're gonna have to get you a little pill case.
No,
with all your vitamins in.
No, I don't want to do that.
I'm not going to say anything because I've got one of those.
Right.
They're helpful. They help you track everything. But you're getting everything.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. So.
Not yet.
Not yet. But one food that we eat occasionally, we don't eat it too much, it's called nutritional yeast. There are a lot of plant-based people that use this in a lot of their recipes, and I don't like it, but I don't hate it either. So sometimes I'll sprinkle it on something. Sometimes I'll use it in a sauce, but it's not often.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It has because it is yeast, because it acts as a fermenter, generally has kind of a funky taste, not in a bad way, but kind of like in the way that cheese is funky, or sourdough bread has a little bit of like a twang to it. Nutritional yeast has a it's not an off flavor. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's not an off flavor, but it adds kind of a aged element flavor.
Aged. That's a good describer.
An aged flavor to it. So it tends to intensify the stuff that you put it with. So like when you put it into a sauce, it has a cheesy flavor to it. because of the yeast itself. So we
It
kind
is
of we do.
reminiscent of a cheesy flavor, but let's be real and be honest with everybody. It is not a cheese replacer. There are a lot of people out there who use it that way, and I am not there yet. I still remember what cheese tastes like.
Right.
And maybe, if I stick to this for many years,
it would
I
be
won't
like,
forget. But
think about cheese without the milky flavor.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
and that's
if you use that food, it's got B12 in it. But yeah.
well, and B12 kind of regulates energy. It helps your body access energy and use energy. And when you're deficient, in which, let's be honest, with the SAD diet, the standard American diet, most people are deficient in vitamins, nutrients, and essential acids.
Yeah.
And so we're running on empty all the time, and we wonder why we're tired. Well, we supplement it by eating sugar and
Drinking
caffeine.
lots of caffeine. Yeah.
And caffeine, and I can't say anything on the caffeine front because I had coffee yesterday morning, had a little good cup and a half, but we supplement when we're tired or when we feel like our energy's down with energy drinks that are full of caffeine and caffeine kind of derivatives, things that kind of wake you up. They act like caffeine or naturally occurring caffeines. B12 is one of those vitamins that helps us to have energy. And so, you hear about people who go and they're B12 deficient, they'll go and get B12 shots at the doctor. They'll go to the doctor and they'll get an injection of B12. And our goal is we want to, first off, I want to visit the doctor as few times as possible. So if I don't have to go to the doctor, like if I haven't broken a limb or lost an appendage, then I probably don't need to go to the doctor unless I'm just, like I said, it's a must situation, right? Sinus infection or, something that could really, really, really be bad if you didn't go. But just because I don't have energy, that tells me I'm not getting something that I need. And so, supplementing by including this nooch or, nutritional yeast, that's the short name a lot of people call it by as nooch. But putting nutritional yeast in your diet in different ways, and you can kind of sneak it in here and there, and you feel a little bit of a pickup, but you can also take a daily supplement, like Ashley said. Now, the flip side of supplementation, people use the term supplements, probably not the best word to use. Your daily vitamins, getting the daily vitamins in that you need would be a better way of putting it. People tend to overdo it on vitamins when they do take vitamins, right? So they go down their local vitamin shop. It's just funny that I said that because Vitamin Shop is a brand. But they go down to their local vitamin place, right? Or their supplement place. They walk in there and they ask the person behind the counter what they should be taking. And they get a supplement tablet, which probably has B12 in it, right? And then they go home and they take their supplements out. I grew up as a Flintstone kid, right? 10,000 strong and growing. I get my little Flintstone vitamin. I was good every day. But we've almost got to the point, if we're taking some of that stuff, people have a tendency to overtake. And so they're really not.
Here's the thing about taking vitamins. your body will only absorb what it needs, and sometimes those vitamins go right through you without it absorbing anything. It just depends. So I don't really think it's an issue for these people to go out there and take all these vitamins, because you don't hear of anybody dying of too many vitamins. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But to also be conscious of and educate yourself as to what your body will absorb in a day's time.
Right. The other problem, though, that we need to realize is that a lot of people who are taking these vitamins aren't eating a balanced diet. It's like they're using it as, well, it's a magic pill, and everybody wants one, right? Everybody wants an easy way to lose weight, a magic pill to get all your dietary supplements that you need and your vitamins. That way I can eat chicken nuggets and hamburgers and french fries all day, right?
And not have to eat, food that was grown in the ground that comes into contact with soil where there's microbial action.
Vitamins aren't the problem. It's how you're using them in your life. And if you are eating a balanced diet, you can take vitamins, and you may or may not need them, and your body may or may not be using them. You'll never really know.
Right. And that's one of the interesting things about the nutritional yeast, and this kind of goes back to this idea of, if you're eating what you're supposed to be eating, the vitamins, they're good. Again, supplement. It's additional. It's something on top of. It's extra. So if you're eating what you're supposed to be getting, you should be getting your daily nutrient, the daily nutrients that you need.
Except for, like I said, vitamin B12. It doesn't naturally occur like a lot of these other vitamins in vegetables and fruits.
I did see an article, especially about root vegetables that are grown, not hydroponically, or they're not grown in a sealed hermetic facility, and that happens. It's crazy to think about that we have vegetables that never see the light of day until they hit the store shelf. That organic vegetables grown in the ground, because they have microbial contact on the outside, do carry B12 sometimes. And so, like your carrots, and this may sound gross to some people, but we strip away the part a lot of times on carrots that have that contact, that microbial contact, that carry B12. I did see an article that suggested that, and found that the need for B12 could be found in not the daily need, but you could get some of your B12 from the skin of carrots, or the skin of the potatoes, and so here's the thing about that. When you get a supplement pill, and you go down to your local store, and let's say you just buy a generic pill, you pick any one of them off the shelf. Majority of them, to make that into a pill form, a very small portion of that is actually the nutrients. There's a lot of filler, a lot of binder to make that supplement pill what it is. Now, you take that, your body's got to break down that whole pill, including that filler, to try to access it, and it's only going to absorb what it needs if it can get through the whole pill. However, you're eating things like nutritional yeast, you're taking a whole supplement like the B10. We take it in a small, and they're teeny-tiny, they're very small pills, but it's like a gel cap type of form where
it's not a gel cap. It's just a tablet. It's pink.
No, that's the vitamin C is a pink one.
No. B12 is a small pink pill. Anyway, it doesn't matter, guys. Y'all get out there, get you a supplement if you're trying to eat plant-based, just to be on the safe side,
Yeah.
Eat your root vegetables, eat your nutritional yeast.
But my point in saying that was, you get this daily concentrated dose, where it's not as much filler, and really take that into consideration when you're looking at it. Is it what I'm looking for it to be? And just educate yourself. That's the biggest thing. Go out and educate yourself as to what you're putting in your body, and supplement it where you need it, because it does help with energy. My energy's gone up because I take it. So, all right, that's day 45, guys. Tomorrow is Thursday, which means we're going to be talking about some Thursday truth tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we hope you guys will subscribe, and tomorrow you can hear some Thursday truth get dropped. Day 45 in the books. Still got 320 days to go. We're a month and a half in now, and working our way forward. Hey, we hope you guys, like I said, will subscribe, and don't be afraid to follow us on social media either. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram. We'd love to communicate with you and talk with you on there. It's Our Heavy House. You can find us there. You also will see kind of some of the things that we're doing a couple weeks before you might hear them on here. And so, just take a moment, go over there and smash the subscribe, hit the follow button. Thank you guys so much for listening today, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow.